It is my pleasure to introduce Jacob Mills from the class of 2008.
President Holst, Board of Regents, honored guests, and graduates. I am privileged to be standing in front of you at this fine university. I was originally planning to share some of my wisdom and experience today until I realized that at 24, I borrow most of my wisdom from the internet. And my experience comes mostly from jobs involving that age-old question, would you or would you not like fries with that? Instead, I would like to tell you two stories about facing challenges. And during these stories, I would like you to keep this phrase in mind. It simply cannot be done. That's my inspiring graduation statement. Whatever your dreams are, whatever your aspirations, in everything you do, remember, it simply cannot be done. When I started school here at Concordia, I was an aspiring professional transfer student. Well on my way to a fourth college, I had been to a private university, a public university, a culinary school, and finally Concordia University. Laugh if you will, but just be glad you're not paying for my education. Perhaps this would be a good time to apologize to my parents. Needless to say that along the way from school to school, I accumulated a number of credits in areas ranging from mechanical engineering to garde-manger, which is a fancy French name they use in culinary schools when they make you cut carrots and peel potatoes. I have enjoyed the wide spectrum of my education. However, it became clear that my university travels had left a significant gap between my earned credits and my educational requirements. It was important to me to graduate in 4 years of college. I may have spread them out a bit, but the last time I was in elementary school, 1 + 1 + 2 was still equal to 4. The point is that at the beginning of this, my 4th year of college, I had already accumulated 121 credits, only 7 short of the total needed to graduate, but 58 credits shy of the required classes. It simply cannot be done. 16 credits of CLEP tests, 42 more credits in 2 semesters, countless petitions, and more paperwork than I care to remember. I stand before you today and tell you they were wrong. I did it. My second story comes from the pages of history in the late 1800s. To this day, Thomas Edison is considered one of the most prolific inventors and has been one of my heroes from a very young age. When I was in the 4th grade, we selected famous people to represent in our wax museum presentation. Most of my friends chose professional athletes and movie stars. I chose Thomas Edison, which gives you a bit of insight as to how cool I was in grade school. Thomas Edison has over 1,000 patents credited to his name and is responsible for many of the conveniences that we enjoy today. Most notably the electric light bulb, of course. Edison also invented the phonograph, motion picture camera, telephone transmitters, x-ray machines, and electric power distribution, which became the backbone for the first utility companies. In 1878, Edison began experiments attempting to invent an incandescent electric light bulb. He spent nearly 2 years and failed more than 10,000 times trying to perfect his idea. With the clock ticking and other inventors racing to beat him, many people told Edison to give up. It simply cannot be done. Around that time, Edison was interviewed by a reporter who asked how he could continue after failing so many times. Edison replied, "I have not failed. I have simply found 10,000 ways that you cannot make a light bulb, but each failed attempt is another step forward." In the fall of 1879, Thomas Edison successfully tested a carbon element in an electric light that burned for 13.5 hours. They were wrong. He did it. In one way or another, we have all faced adversity in our lives. People will always tell us what we can and cannot accomplish, and certainly our challenges will not be vanquished by the diplomas we receive here today. Graduation is a beginning, not an end, and facing adversity is a certainty, not an option. How we choose to meet adversity in our lives is a choice between giving up or pushing forward. Those who move forward believe that good things come at a price, that the status quo is not the definitive answer. Those who give up may find temporary relief from their problems, but let me assure you, no major discovery, no innovative idea, no Thomas Edison ever survived by running from the first sign of adversity. I believe Albert Einstein said it best when he said this: "Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. The mediocre mind is incapable of understanding the man who refuses to bow blindly to conventional prejudice and chooses instead to express his ideas courageously and honestly." Graduating class of 2008, remember that good things come at a price, that great spirits will always encounter violent opposition. Remember that just as Thomas Edison was told, and just as you will surely be told, it simply cannot be done. And never let that stop you. Thank you.